Hi, everyone. So we are live. Today we are celebrating the life and times of Gordon Simon. I just have a few things I need to say before we get started. Sean, call Uncle Cliff and let him know that we're live. I promised him that yesterday on Messenger. So today we are streaming the celebration of Simon's life live. We do have a time constraint. For those of you who are tuning in, who are joining, there's going to be a balloon release hosted by John Carroll Jr. at Mount Healthy High School at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to keep this down to an hour and a half so that those who want to participate in the balloon release are able to get to that location in time, as obviously friends and family live all over Cincinnati.
How Cliff?
So that's important.
We're live now.
Two, the email address is here where you can see it. If you are someone who would like to speak on behalf of Simon, tell a funny story, tell any story, or just simply say something to him, about him, however, the spirit moves you, please go ahead and email me during the live. I am going to check to see who emails me. I'll send you the link. We can only have 10 people on at a time. I don't know that more than 10 people want to talk, but you are welcome to, keeping in mind some of the time constraint. So let's get to it. I'm going to share my screen. I did do a nice PowerPoint presentation. For those of you who are unable to catch this live, you are able to catch this at any time. It is going to be available on Facebook. It's going to be available on our YouTube channel. So if you're not able to catch this live, you can watch the playback. If the time gets interrupted, you can absolutely watch it later, and so on and so forth. First and foremost, the boys and I'm just, Reginald's talking to Uncle Cliff. The boys and I want to thank you all for your support. We want to thank you all for your kind words. We want to thank you for, many of you have sent the boys gifts in some which way, shape, or form. We want to thank everybody who's reached out, who continues to reach out, who touches base with us to check on us. We appreciate every single last one of you. So we want to thank you for that. I am going to kind of share the screen here. Who?
It's YouTube. It's YouTube. It's YouTube and Facebook.
It's both.
It's both.
I'm streaming across all platforms. Sorry about that, y'all. I meant to hit the share screen. Give me 1 second. I'm worried that this isn't gonna fly. I'm sorry, y'all. Obviously, I didn't get to test this first. Okay. And you're gonna give me a hard time now. It's not letting me share the PowerPoint. I don't know.
What happened? What happened?
It's not letting me share the PowerPoint.
You might have to give the PowerPoint permission.
I did give it permission.
Nice.
You've done it before, right?
No.
Okay, so X. I cancel.
All right, let me try it again, you guys. Oh,
Hold on. Let me see what that says. Allow screen recording.
I've already given it permission. See, it's got
No, you got to
permission.
do it through Chrome. You got to do it through Chrome.
Google.
Okay. All right, you guys, this may cut us
Okay.
off and then I can restart it. So just
Okay.
give us a minute. Okay, we're back. It should be live and it should work.
Yeah. I think the live pause. There it goes.
There it goes. All right.
I didn't even get to see the PowerPoint.
Grandma.
What? Are you looking at the chat?
All right, you guys. So starting over, I have all of the boys here with the exception of Santino.
He doing his own thing.
Santino understands what's going on, but I do think he has a tiny bit of trouble processing
Yeah.
this process.
Yeah.
So if you guys could just say hello to everyone, they can see you, I think.
Jared not gonna finish.
Oh, okay, good. So you're monitoring it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, you can only see YouTube though.
Well, yeah, I can't see Facebook. I don't have Facebook.
He doesn't have Facebook, but you can look at Facebook on.
But hello, guys.
But YouTube's good. All right, so we are celebrating the life and times of Gordon Simon Sr. He was born on January 25th, 1980, and he departed from us on November 16th, 2024. Y'all be patient with me today. He was a beloved husband, father, friend, and influencer. And I want to open in a prayer, but I just need just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay. Heavenly Father, we come before you. And we thank you for the life that he was. We thank you for the spirit that impacted all of our lives. We thank you for the people who are gathered to celebrate him today and the support and the love that comes with that. Father, we thank you that you yourself are a father and that you have a heart for your children. You have a heart for the widows. You have a heart for the orphans. And we thank you for that on this day, Father. We ask that your presence be here with us as we celebrate his life. And we ask that if there's anybody who would like to, speak on his behalf or tell a funny story or something like that, that you give them the strength to express the love that they have for your child, Gordon Alexander Simon Sr. In your heavenly name, Jesus, we pray and we thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. So for those of you who have known Simon your whole life, there's a lot of you on here that we've met in our travels. I'm just gonna kind of do a kind of biographical history of Simon and some of the spectacular life that he lived. He was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Many of you don't know that. You think that he was born in Cincinnati, but he wasn't. He was in Steelers country first, even though he doesn't like to admit it. He was born Friday, January 25th, 2024, to Reginald Simon Sr. and Tilly Simon.
He was born January 2024.
I'm sorry. He was born January 25th, 1980. That's my bad, y'all. Thank you. 1980. To Reginald and Tilly, and he has a sister named Donna. He is survived by myself, Aaron Simon, Sean, 23, Reggie, 16, Junior is 14, and Tino is only 7. For those of you who know Simon, Simon was a huge hip hop head. He loved hip hop. He loved, especially 90s hip hop. So I thought he would be tickled pink if I named this The Life and Times of G. Simon, Volume 1. If you guys listen to Jay-Z, that was one of his albums. Simon went and attended the Mount Healthy School District, where he was an excellent student, excellent athlete. He was an excellent example of the high school student. Especially as a young Black man, there is a lot to be proud of. That's him in the orange shirt with the ears. He's the second one in the picture at New Burlington. His teacher kind of looked like my principal, Ms. Good, who I know was watching. Y'all fear each other. And this is my basketball star. It's my first basketball star. Number 21 for the Owls. I think he changed his number to 23 at some point. I know John Carroll going to chime in.
You know who else wears 23?
Oh, Reggie wears 23 too.
I wear 1.
And Junior wears 1, so it works. It works. I got some pictures from the 90s. For those of you guys in Cincinnati, that's John Carroll hanging out at the Pippin Road address where Simon grew up. There's a picture here where he's wearing, I think, number 33. Which is odd, but whatever. In the next phase of his life, once he graduated from high school, he did attend Julia, you are going to have to. He attended a college, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the college now, but it's the Catholic College in Mount Healthy. Somebody will chime in the chat to remind me. He attended there on a basketball scholarship, but decided that he wanted to do something a bit more in his life. So he joined the United States military, which is the initial picture. We attended the United States Air Force, where we met and we fell in love at Lackland Air Force Base. The picture to the right is Simon graduating from EMT school. And we got married at the Justice of the Peace. So I don't have a picture of when we got married at the Justice of the Peace. But I do have a picture of my baby shower at Lackland, pregnant with Sean. So
Oh, that's what that is.
what?
I didn't know what that. I thought it was a birthday party.
No, it's a baby shower for Sean.
Did I have one?
We had a baby shower for you, but I was in the
You
military.
had one for all of us?
No, just Sean and you. Oh, and Tino.
Tino.
Junior didn't get one. After you, because you have so many kids, people don't throw you those baby showers. We're moving on to first time husband and daddy. He absolutely adored Sean from the minute he saw him. He absolutely adored him. So these are pictures of Dad and Sean in the early years. This was our first apartment, y'all. Really nice apartment to be young airmen in the
Peep
military.
the 11s. Peep the 11s.
Yeah, his shoes.
I could buy them.
And there goes little Sean, and there goes Dad with Sean in Gatlinburg. after we left Lackland Air Force Base, we weren't sure what the next chapter of our life was going to bring us as a young couple with a child. So we had to toss up if we were going to move to New York or if we were going to move to Cincinnati. At the time, Cincinnati was one of the top cities to raise a family in. So I opted to go back to Cincinnati with him, where he shortly joined the Cincinnati Fire Department. This is his graduation picture with his mom, his dad, his sister, and little Sean. My family was there, but I'm just going to kind of keep this relevant to him and
You
his
still got
life.
the thing downstairs. The
Yeah.
certificate.
We have a certificate and everything.
January 2006 or something.
Yep,
05.
January 2005, I think.
Well, I mean,
So this is my superhero fire department husband. Some more pictures of him at work, working hard for the citizens of Cincinnati. Here goes Tino. Simon had always had a heart for serving the community in some way, shape, or form. That was very important to him. So he had pursued a life in healthcare. Even in the military, he was an EMT, he was a medic. In the reserves, he was also a medic. He was a firefighter, paramedic. In Cincinnati, he worked at two of the busiest houses in Cincinnati. So I want to shout out Camp Washington, Cincinnati Fire Department House 12, and I want to shout out the 23s in Walnut Hills. It gave him a significant amount of experience. It allowed him to feel that need for service as a humanitarian, just in general. And eventually we had more kids. Everybody probably watching the stream knows Simon and I have a whole bunch of kids. So we went from Sean to Reggie. This is at Gatlinburg. To Junior, and that's little Tino in my stomach. We were having a great time in Cuba when they opened the border, when Obama opened the border to Cuba. Simon, naturally, the traveler, wanted to go there and explore. Beautiful place, you guys. And there goes Junior holding little Tino. One of the things I will absolutely congratulate and really appreciate my husband for is that I always wanted a big family. And whenever I came to him and said, we're pregnant, he didn't panic. He says, all right. And he would go ahead and start, planning to get all the baby stuff and putting the rooms together. And I really appreciate him giving me the opportunity to have such a large, beautiful family. But you guys know when Simon does something, he does it on his terms. He's a boy dad, right? So lots of boys, lots of basketball, lots of football, lots of track. Simon had a very wonderful love of family. This is his beautiful family here. We took this picture shortly after the passing of his father. It was just Sean and Reggie at that time, but that's his mom, his sister, and my two beautiful nieces who I hope are watching the live right now. Your uncle loved you very much. Your brother loved you very much. And he just had a great love of family. He loved big families. Coach Simon. If you guys went to school with Simon, if you were friends with Simon, you're right there. Oh, because you weren't born yet. That was in 2008. Yeah, but Dad really, really coaches Reggie one-on-one.
Yeah,
So, because Reggie's older and he's been coaching him for a long time. So you guys can't see it, but Sean's also wearing a uniform in this picture. Sean used to play basketball before he got his job, which now monopolizes his time. But if any of you know Simon, Simon is a sports fanatic. His favorite team in the Bengals. I did have some pictures of when we went to Bengal games. I didn't feel it was relevant there because his life really surrounded family and love. Mentorship, training, service to humanity, service to the community, service to others, service to his wife. So I really wanted to keep the pictures towards his love of family. But he was definitely Coach Simon. Shout out to Uncle Cliff, who was also Coach Simon. So it really does run in their family. this slide had asked me to have a famous quote. And for those of you who know that Simon's a hip hop head, Simon's had the same haircut since what, 96?
94, that's what he told us.
94? So there's a Nas
30
line
years.
on one of the 6 albums he had just came out with where he says half a century with a crispy lineup. And I wanted to include that there because he always said it and I thought that was funny. But to quote my husband himself, for those of you who are who participate in his vision of financial empowerment through Bitcoin in this golden era we are coming upon, keep stacking, keep stacking, keep stacking. Stack those Satoshis, that's Bitcoin, stack those ounces, precious metals. And yes, hubby is absolutely a content creator influencer. So right now, I would like to open up. If anybody would like to, I need my phone. If anybody would like to talk on behalf of Simon, I am going to post the link.
It's a YouTube chat for sure.
I can't do it in the chat though,
Oh, okay. Why?
because it doesn't allow you to post links in the chat. But I'm going to go on YouTube right now and post it. It wouldn't allow me to put in a drop down either. It wouldn't allow me to change the drop down. But just give me 1 second, you guys. Link to open the floor. All you need to do is click on the link and then I'll let you in the room. I don't need to have the picture.
I was about to say, you ought to be good.
All right. If you guys go to my page, the link is available there. Once you click on the link, if you want to say something, you don't have to. I will be alerted and I will let you in the room. So we'll give people just a few minutes to see if they want to say anything. But while we're waiting, I'm going to have the boys kind of talk on behalf of their father. You want to go first?
Yeah.
We'll go in order.
Oh, okay.
I'll go first. Okay. There's not. I don't want to say anything sad, so of course I want to say that I'm grateful for my father, having my father. He's been there my whole life, as long as I've been alive. Right, 22. He's been there through basketball, football, through school, through sports, through work. He used to take me to work. He would be the one to wake up and take me to work early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, earlier than that maybe, some days. So I'm grateful to have him around. There's not much words about it now. Really speechless about what happened, but I know that he would want me to stay strong and be there for not only my mother, but for my brothers, and Santino, my other brother, my little brother. And I think that's really all. There's not much to say.
You don't have to if you're not.
Yeah, if you don't want to. But yeah, there's not much to say. Grateful to have my father. Grateful to have all the photos, all the memories of him, all the memories with him, and the photos and videos and experiences that we've had. We've traveled to so many different places, whether it's in the United States. We went to Florida, we went to Las Vegas, we went to Gatlinburg, we went to places in Kentucky, we went to Georgia, Disney World, a lot of places that we've been to. We've been to Costa Rica, they've been to Cuba, and of course we've been to a lot of places here in Mexico. So I'm grateful to have all these experiences, all these different travels with him, photos, videos, memories that I'm grateful for.
Hundreds of hours of instruction.
Yeah, and all of the teachings that he's given me that I've been able to soak up the game, so to speak. Next, I'll let Reggie speak.
Well, I'm grateful for, his presence always being there. And, everything when I'm playing, use the square, hit your free throws, stop passing the ball, Mamba mentality, use your left, crossover, all that. But I'm grateful for all the times we went to different countries, different cities, different places, all the stuff he taught me, chemistry, math, science, all that, physics, all the financial stuff, Bitcoin. I'm just grateful that he was here for my whole life and he left us with a lot to teach and a good a good blueprint of how I should my own family and how I should take care of my brothers. So that's what I'm grateful for. And even though it's sad that he's gone, I'm grateful that he did so much while he was here. Oh, just do what you gotta do.
Just tell your dad thank you. He can hear you.
If it's okay, man.
And you're Gordon Jr.
You are Junior, guys.
I'm grateful that
I was smiling.
he was here helping me in basketball and stuff. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for the things that he helped me with, the things that he did for me, and the things that I can't even think about it, but it's a lot that he did for me. But I'm grateful for all the things that he did for me. So thank you.
Okay, let me see. I do have someone who decided to join the room, so I'm gonna let her in. Elle, you're live, babe. Alva?
My deepest condolences, family. I am so hurt by the passing of Simon. And these, like a few months ago, I remember we used to have our live, like our FaceTimes, and it was so enjoyable. And I wish that I had time sooner to have those moments. But just the fact that he was such a good man to you, Erin, and to a good father to the boys is something that is so extraordinary. And I just hope that you all treasure his memories forever. And I love you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, E.
Really appreciate it.
On Facebook, in the actual live stream, I put the link if you guys wanted to come on and talk like Alva did. Alva is a childhood friend I've had since high school. She's actually E double, because y'all know we New Yorkers, right? People forget they think I'm from Cincinnati, but well, we're from New York, so I'm so glad that Al was able to come on and say something today. Thank you, E. I'm gonna close the room off, E, just in case other people want to join. I think there's only like 10 people at a time, and I just want to give people time to find the link on the live in the comments or on my page. Oh, there goes Tasha. Well, let me leave Elle on because Tasha's also our friend. Hold on a second. They don't have pictures. If they're not live on video, then you don't need that.
It won't show you.
No.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Natasha. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes. I was on Facebook, but I just joined.
Thank you.
I just want to say also my condolences to all of you guys. This is a loss for all of us. Simon was very special, not because you, Erin, was a friend to me, but the fact that you allowed him to extend his friendship to me as well. I just could remember the time, just like E said, that he would call on FaceTime and you'd be in the background and the boys would be in the background and we would talk. And one of the things that I really do appreciate Simon for was me still going through my divorce, and just Simon chiming in on some great jewels, really, really some great jewels that I appreciate. so much. And I'm so sorry for your loss. I really am. And I feel lost too as well. And the thing that bothers me the most is that we don't have as much time as we think that we do. And I think when I got the news from E, the first thing that I said to myself was, oh my gosh, now I'm not going to be able to bring the kids to you guys so that you guys can meet, you know what I mean? Like, so we can finally join, like you guys see the kids and meet Simon and the boys and everything like that. And that was just like, for me, that was like the first thing in my mind. And it just, sometimes we just think that we have time. We just always think that we have time. So I just want to say that with the time that I did have with Simon, Aaron, just thank you for being a good friend to me. And I'm so thankful that he was a good husband and father to you guys. That's one thing I can say. Like, one thing about friendship is sometimes you could be going through something, but when you see your friends happy and they're living a good life, that makes me happy. And you've always showed me how much of an upstanding man he was, and to the boys. And I appreciate that. And I love you guys. I really do.
I love you too, Tosh. Thank you.
Yes. That's all I want to say.
Shout out to New York for showing up for me because I need it. Cincinnati's been showing up, right? But shout out to New York for showing. I need it. I need it.
We love you, man.
I know you
All
do.
day, all day, all day.
This is the original squad, y'all. I'm gonna close the room off. You guys can still hear everything, but a very good friend of Simon's is on the line. His name is Pete, and I want him to be able to say something. Hi, Pete.
See there?
Pete, are you there?
I don't think his mic's on.
He's there. He's there.
Not his mic, because you see how they got a thing so his mic's not on.
Pete, you might have to use Chrome if you're using Safari. You may want to log off and log back on with Chrome, or use the Chrome browser or on your phone in order to hop on. There we go. We call Pete Diego. Pete is the only person we know who travels more than we do.
There you go. I think he can talk now.
So, hi, Pete.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Diego. Where you at?
I'm at the house now.
Oh, you're in Cincinnati?
Yeah, we just got back last night. I tell you, it was a whirlwind.
All right.
Man, it's just I'm still in shock. You know that Gordos has transcended to the next life, man. That's just unbelievable. I'm just shocked. You know, we were just getting back in touch with each other. I was trying to head down there to see the family, see them before everything happened and things like that. And just unfortunately, you know, timing didn't allow it to happen. You know, he got sick and everything with the food poisoning. And, you know, that was kind of a big struggle for myself not to get down there to check up on him because he said he was, you know, wasn't capable of having anybody around at the point in time. And to hear this news, you know, was just very shocking. You know, man, you know, we probably go back. Oh, man. Let me see. I'm trying to think. 1988, probably around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I first met Gordon pretty much he was a child. I ain't gonna say a child, but he was a kid. And you know, I was working with Miss Simon at Kroger's at the time. I was 15 years old, so he was about what, 9, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember her working at the salad bar, you know, and the times they used to come up to Wright State and come visit us and party with us and things like that. Go to the block party. I remember when Sean was first born, like he said, he brought him over to my parents' house, and my father got a chance to play with him and talk to him.
Fell
and
in
stuff
love
like
with
that.
him. This is Cat
Man.
Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just unfortunate things like this happen. it's just sad to see like so many childhood friends that pass away, especially before me, that I'm older than, with him, Charlie, a couple of others out there. I just can't think off the top of my head. And it's just, we was all a family around this neighborhood. It's just unfortunate, but God gave another angel, and I'm sure he's looking down upon us with great thoughts, and feelings about us. And hopefully the boys can take that and just live on with the legacy of their dad. And life is not given, or what I want to say is life is not promised to anyone the next day. So enjoy your moments with your family and friends and things like that, man, because like I said, in the blink of an eye, it can be gone the next day. So that's the reason why, my wife and I, we travel so much. I'm kind of be selfish on this part. We travel so much because of that reason. We're trying to get it in before that day comes, because you just never know when it's going to come, right? Yeah. As being kids, younger, we felt like we were invincible. But as age and maturity has set in, you can feel all the aches and pains and things like that. And, see your loved ones pass away, your parents, brothers, friends, neighbors, things of that nature, But I hope you guys, keep your head up down there and keep marching forward and in the name of the family of the Simon family and the name of Gordon, Like I said, great guy. He's like a little brother to me,
Wonderful.
Little brother, man. It's just unbelievable.
I will say, similar to your sentiment, I talked to a lot of people in the last 15 days, and I'm telling y'all, the last 15 days feels like 6 lifetimes.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
One thing I want to do, I know I got all sad on you guys, and I'm sorry. I've been doing good. I've been doing good, and I got sad on y'all.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It's real.
But I want to celebrate him because Simon was a life fulfilled. Would I have liked another 40, 50 years? Oh, absolutely. For sure.
Yeah.
But Simon was able to walk away from his job in the fire department to
Yep.
take his whole entire young family.
Yeah.
Tino was 6 months when we got
Yeah.
to Mexico
Uh-huh.
to travel the world and live abroad according to his vision.
Yeah.
And there are people who they work until they're 65, 70, and they don't get to do the things that they dream about. Simon
do.
wanted to pull his children out of the school system and teach them himself. Talk about quality time with your kids. And he homeschooled these kids from 2015 to 2 weeks ago. So just understand that when he had an idea, when he had a vision, he was able to live out that vision. He has traveled to, all right, Pete, this is where he's traveled to. We went to some of them, but he went to some by himself. So, and there are people on here from other countries, which is why this is virtual too, who he's impacted their lives. But Simon's been to Brazil, Colombia, obviously Mexico, Cuba, Panama. Who are we forgetting?
Costa Rica,
We lived in Costa Rica.
El Salvador.
Uh-huh.
We went to El Salvador in 2021. Y'all can see I'm in a brain fog because I haven't slept since Dad passed.
Colombia.
But he traveled a lot of Central and South America. We were supposed to travel to Kuala Lumpur. Pete could laugh at that. That's a long trip. But his knees weren't good. He didn't like the time of the flight. And that's why we didn't make it to Kuala Lumpur. He was also worried about the food because, Simon was kind of picky. He was built like a linebacker, but he was kind of picky about food.
Right.
So I find that to be incredibly funny. Pete gets the joke. But Pete, I want to thank you so much for coming on and saying something about your little brother. Maybe he could meet up with Chuck.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah,
go
no
talk on
doubt.
that bus because y'all should be celebrating. Talk on that
Hey.
bus.
I know they're up there right now capping.
Yeah.
Talking about everybody.
So I'm hoping he's kind of watching this and
Yeah.
not gonna blink the lights on me because I didn't do something he didn't want. So I'm gonna let Pete, I'm gonna close your room. Uncle
Okay.
Cliff, I think Reggie's on the phone with you telling you to log on to Chrome so that you can talk. And I'm going to reach out to King next. Thank you so much, Pete. I really appreciate you. Hi, King.
Hey, Aaron, and hello to the entire family. My condolences to you all.
Thank you.
I know, like I said, I just actually sent you an email to my number. I know it's like no words none of us can say to make this any better, but like you said, it's also a celebration. I saw some emails. I always still follow your show, so I saw emails last couple of weeks that hinted towards something was wrong. I didn't realize he actually passed away. And honestly, even selfishly, I was just like, I'll figure this out when nothing's wrong because I don't want to think something's wrong or whatever. But I didn't realize how serious it was. But like a lot of people have already echoed, first of all, it's crazy how many people actually still follow you all, whether you know it or not. Crypto Blood has actually called me just now to send you his condolences or whatever. He's out in Detroit and he's just like, did you come home from holidays? I'm like, no, but I'm actually about to jump on to this live stream. And he was like, yeah, he saw the message. That's why he was calling to offer his condolences to your family. So it's crazy to see how many people Simon has touched everywhere. So I definitely want to like celebrate that. And then like even I don't think people notice or realize like how inspirational someone like him is to other men, because just from my point of view, it's like, for the most part, I'm still ripping and running. And Simon isn't like that much older than me, right? So it's like when I see him with like a family, a wife, kids, he taking care of his business, like he homeschooling, he doing all that. Like that's for me like a goal of mine to where it's like, all right, I need to get to that point one day. And like you said, it's crazy how he was already able to do it at a younger age, to where he's did like military, fire department, he coaching, he moved his whole family out the country, he teaching and stuff. So I definitely want to share that publicly. Like, as a man, he's an inspiration to be like, yo, this is what this is what Not Like Us is about. This is what you're supposed to be doing right here. Like, taking care of your family, raising your kids. So, and then of course from the marketplace, to keep Bitcoin strong and Satoshi alive, like clearly, untimely passing, but it just shows that he was right in his walk as far as like everything he was doing was right. Like he wasn't on the wrong path or whatever. So, and then last but not least, my apologies, and I definitely appreciate you all been keeping this channel alive while, myself and Zay's been gone. So like I said, I sent you my number. I'll give you the full story on that behind the scenes, but you all been keeping this alive. And like I said, a lot of people still watch you and check in to you and your family. And I definitely appreciate Simon and yourself and your family for allowing you all to be here.
I do want to introduce you, King. For those of you who don't know the speaker, King is King Bless. He is one of two from the Gentlemen of Crypto Network. And he is the one who gave Simon the opportunity to talk about how incredible Bitcoin and precious metals are. Their network allows us access to, I call it the internet world, to the internet world where Simon had the vision of teaching financial empowerment. He taught y'all, get your paperwork in order in case you do pass away unexpectedly. And he utilized that vehicle in order to financially empower families that look like us, people who look like us, et cetera, et cetera. So King, I want to thank you for giving Simon the vehicle in order to express his vision while he was alive. We had over 200 shows. We were on the road to 300, but I was forced into a pinky promise, not knowing King, to keep the show up. Since he had to do the show while I was down, maybe promise I'll do the show if he couldn't do it. And here we are. So I am going to keep up hubby's legacy. I appreciate you, King, for giving us the vehicle to do so. I really appreciate you guys and your vision, which allowed him to live out his vision. So kudos to you, King. Thank you.
Thanks. No, like I said, thanks to you all. Simon was the one who definitely reached out and wanted. I always told him, I'm like, hey, the more people who want to talk about it, I'm down with. But with that being said, we'll catch up offline. But we'll keep the vision going. I'll definitely plug you in with some of the other women creators, like Naja, of course. She's in the space, the radio show and everything. So it's like, even doing it as like, a woman creator on your own with your family. I think it's still. the story's still gonna be crazy, and I'm here to support any way possible for sure.
We still the first family of Bitcoin, King.
Y'all are, hey, y'all are the first family of Bitcoin. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, listen, this is just the beginning. We all still early adopters. It's early, it's happening, but it's happening right in front of us right now. So it's gonna shift. But again, my condolences, and like you said, it's a celebration. And I'm glad to finally see his sons and his family and everything. And shout out to you all for keeping your father's legacy alive. Like I said, it's people. Like I said, I'm in Los Angeles. There's people in Detroit who never even met him face to face, calling me up, saying my condolences and checking in, because they've been checking out you all shows when they come on, they spare time and stuff like that. So he definitely was an impact to a lot of people. So my condolences for sure.
Thank you,
Appreciate
King.
that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you all have a good one.
You
Bye.
too. Do Uncle Cliff.
I'm gonna do Uncle Cliff. Still don't have a
Try it.
Uncle Cliff. Let me see if I can get you. This is Uncle Cliff's mother-in-law. She can't do it
Try her.
either.
Try her too. And then do the t-shirt.
Uncle Cliff, you're gonna have to log off and log back on using Chrome. Reggie's on the phone troubleshooting that with you now. I'm gonna get to Letitia, who went to high school with Simon. Let me let her go first. I think there. Letitia, can you hear me, love?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's working.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sweetheart. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I just wanted to log in and pay our condolences for myself and my family. Gordon was a high school friend, and I told you I had the biggest crush on him for a couple of years in high school too. We're just super sad to hear of his passing, and just thinking about you guys, and sending big hugs and our prayers your way.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Letitia was so graceful and generous to send me pictures of Simon from high school that I didn't have. So I'm really, really, really grateful for that. We lost his high school yearbook in a move, and honey, he was not pleased.
Aww.
But it was no big deal, right? Because we were like, we could just get it from John Carroll. It ain't no big deal, right? But you see what happened? The timer go up and you don't even realize it. So I want to thank you for sending me all of those incredible pictures. I really appreciate you. And please feel free to stay in touch with me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. So thank you.
Thank
Aw.
We got to get the patriarch of the family on here. Uncle Cliff, he's been waiting. He was having some trouble. But wait a second. One second.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, we're just gonna do
We're just
one
gonna
at a
do
time.
one at a time.
And what happens when it-
Hello?
Uncle Cliff.
Uncle Cliff.
Hello, family. How's
Thank
everybody?
you for
Thank you guys coming from you.
Okay.
They probably watch.
What, can you hear me? All right, here we go. I'm up there. I see. All right. Okay, yeah. And sweetheart, I want to speak to you first. Because the strangest thing though is whenever I see this whole scenario, the first picture that comes to my mind is we got a picture of when Gordon was 2 years old and Candace was 1 year old. And they're sitting there looking at each other. And that picture has been in my mind ever since the situation happened. And for her, you know, Candace, that was her buddy. Gordon was her buddy, man. And, you know, and this has been like a shock for our family up here. I'm calling from out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And there's family here. And there's been family who've been sending condolences, and my wife's family. There's great support up here in this area for Gordon. Uncle Ed, he's here. I don't know if you can see Ed. Uncle Ed's there.
I miss you when I was sending you all them pictures from Michigan.
How you doing, cousin?
How you doing, cousin?
Here goes Lena's mom.
Hello, hi, beautiful.
So, but yeah, so we're here. We got support. You know, all this modern technology is great. I'm glad that we were able to utilize it. We've been praying for you, everything, and we hope this goes. You know, God got it. And I want you to see my T-shirt. Now that's another thing. God got it. I want y'all to see this T-shirt here. God got it. So Yeah, but you know, I just letting you know I'm here with you. Anything you need, of course, we're here with you. So, and me and Ed still gonna try and make it down there.
That ain't no joke.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Okay,
I'll call you.
I'll call you.
all right.
Cross religion.
Hi, cousin
Does the
A.
Bible does the hold true in Islam? Yes. You supposed to does the
Can you
hold
hear
true
me,
in the
cousin
Torah?
A?
Yes.
I don't think you can hear me.
Same thing in Islam. You supposed to say about the Quran. Does it hold true in the Bible?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Cousin
Does it hold true in the
A.
Torah? Yes. That is true. That's universal.
I'll call you.
I'll call you.
He doesn't know he's on yet.
It's a delay.
He might have
Yeah.
it muted.
Hi, cousin A.
That's what you're talking about for me.
Can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
I don't think.
I hear you. Oh, I'm sorry. We're on. I didn't know we were on live. Thank you. Aaron, if you don't mind, Aaron and the boys, my name is Cousin H.
I want to say it's a
Yeah,
delay.
it's a little delay. I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Okay. Can I just read a little bit of what I wrote?
Yes.
Okay. So, dear Aaron and the boys, number one, Aaron and the boys. Where's the remote? Where's the remote? Give me 1 second. I just want to mute the TV.
Is it Max?
Can I just read a little bit of what I wrote? There it is. I have. Is that better?
Yes.
Thank you. No echo, I hope. So, Aaron and the boys, Reggie, Sean, Junior, just wanted to introduce myself. And number one, on behalf of our entire family, we are a family of 4 beautiful children, just like yourselves, husband and wife, just like yourselves. And this is one of them here. Say hi. Thank you. We want to offer our very sincere and heartfelt, and most can't get any deeper condolences to you, to the boys. Gordon is merely traveling right now. He's still with you. He's just on a different journey. He's only past forms. Energy never goes away. And what you don't know, especially for the boys, Aaron, I've shared this with you already. I'm just going to take 3 minutes if it's all right. I'll try to go fast and I'll read a little bit of the email. Even right now, I have had my children watching you guys. You guys have been helping me to raise my family. So I have little one right here. And then I have daughter and son over here. Just wave. Thank you. So, and my other daughter's upstairs. She's 4. She's not there yet. But I'm going to read this really quick. So, especially for the boys to understand if they haven't gotten it yet. Dear Aaron, we have learned so much just from the two of you. Just the other day, watching your show, we were reminded about the precision of words and their efficacy. When I read your email and understood that Gordon had transformed and passed forms, I was devastated. The word devastated would not leave my mind. However, devastated was not a word that was even strong enough. I cannot find the words precise enough to express how much we feel for you, for Gordon, and your children in the community. So much that I had to ask my wife for help to even to write this email. You need to know that Gordon and your mother, boys, and yourselves, even by tertiary, quaternary example, you guys have affected so many people in the world. I mean, I showed my children, you guys getting homeschooled and learning organic chemistry. I mean, you know, at such a touching age, even before they put it to high school. And I just told my oldest daughter right now, she's 17. I just told her that, you know, obviously you're in a whole nother country. And Sean, from what we've learned, you're teaching at university. And you've gotten establishing your own connections, your own family. And that there should be never any fear. And that we saw and witnessed what your father and what your mother had poured into both of you guys. All 4 of you guys, even the So we know that this has been an incredibly unimaginable and painful blow. However, throughout this, he's helped so many people. Your mom and your dad have served as a shining example of a remarkable marriage and a true union. How a family who looks just like my family make plans, take chances, take calculated risks, love learning and education, and absolutely take off into the stratosphere. That's what each of you boys have done. Like fingers on a hand. That's what we teach our children. We work together like fingers on a hand. And I'm watching it in real time and I'm showing them. And so I thank you, the boys especially, exactly how you're operating right now. Your father couldn't be any more proud. Every single day, I'm sure when you take air into your lungs, you wake up, he's cheering you on, still coaching. He's cheering you on. All the things that are inside of you are like seeds. They're growing. And you're going to teach those to your sons and your daughters. He had insight that he was looking generationally. He did all this for you and for your grandchildren, for his grandchildren, excuse me, and on down the line. And it's just amazing that even in the last week, he still persevered. He still showed up. He still gave and poured more educational rocket fuel in the fire for all these other people who are here today, who are listening, who are not talking, who are just lurking and just taking it all in, who are just reflecting on an amazing person in the flesh. And you guys were blessed beyond, I mean, how to go right to your right. You understand? Your mom is pot of gold. And so I told her she's got the best bodyguards in the world. And your job, and believe it or not, our job is to make sure that we keep yourselves in our prayers and we keep you safe. We keep nonsense away. You know, the other day somebody was in the chat talking about, I think you're cute. Keep all the nonsense, all that. Just as a cousin, I know your mom made that up. Let you know that obviously your father was integral to my life, and your father will still be integral to my children's path. He got me to buy my first silver. I never understood anything about silver, but he convinced me and made me understand. He got me to up and keep stacking with Bitcoin, keep chopping away to make sure things. And we had actually made plans to come and see you guys next year because mom and dad would invite. Mom doesn't know this. Mom and dad would invite, hey, you want to come visit us? Come see us.
It's still open.
My wife, we got to do this.
Always open.
Although we didn't have a chance to meet him in the flesh, we immediately attached ourselves to the spirits. And we still will be coming to meet you guys. Understood. So we make that promise, and we love to sit down and have a meal with you and to establish ourselves as true crypto cousins. And just understand that your father's presence will never be forgotten. I'll wrap up right now. The peace, the pride, and the purpose I can see on your face. Yes, it hurts at sometimes, but there's a peace that the Almighty has given you, and I'm so thankful for that. And we pray for you guys that very night. It's amazing the peace that can come there because we think we're going to go crazy. And the Almighty says, no, I've given you such a winning lottery ticket in your family. I'm also going to give you something even better. I'll give you peace. I give you, when you look back, you have the pride to know that you had the best of the best. He was the best of us. And I'll conclude right there. Mom can show you the email for later in its entirety. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was great.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you, Cousin H, so much for your words and your love and your support.
I kind of needed those.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Come over here, baby.
Thank you so much, you guys. I'm gonna close the room off, Cousin H. So, so sorry. I can let the next person leave their sentence, but thank you so much.
Yeah, that one was fun.
Okay, you guys, we only have a capacity of 10. So if you already spoke, if I could have you maybe, you can still watch it on Facebook or whatever medium you're using, but I just want to make room because other people are trying to come on so that they can speak. So I'm gonna, I know Miss Benita's next. I'm gonna, if you see that you're getting like thinged off, it's just because we want to make room for people who haven't had the opportunity to speak to hop on. Thank you guys so much for coming. Uncle Cliff, I'm gonna leave you though. Okay, Miss Benita.
Hi. How are y'all?
We're okay.
We're good.
Aaron, it's so glad to see you.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
been a long time.
Long time.
But I
Right.
want to say I'm very sorry. My condolences are with you. All
Thank
of
you.
y'all.
Thank
Look
you.
how your boys have grown up.
They were babies when we was at Christ.
Yeah, yeah, they sure were. Y'all look at you. He said, don't be trying to put him on Front Street.
So Miss Benita and Simon and I worked at Christ Hospital. Look what I got, Miss Benita.
Really?
That is my baby's dad, y'all. But not when
Oh
you were
my
there, he
goodness.
worked on ortho. He didn't work on 5 West so after you left. He worked on when I went back the second time, he worked on 5. So I got his badge from 5 West. Shout out to
Look
5
at that.
West.
Wow.
I don't have mine, no. I don't know where
You
my
had
badge.
to turn yours in, didn't you?
I probably did, but I'm keeping it.
But I am, you know what, Aaron, I am so proud of your boys. They are growing up. They're grown up. You know, and I just heard what the gentleman said. You know what? It's a lot of young men out there that don't have an uncle or a father that can teach them the way to go. But you know what? The way he talked was like, y'all listen to some of the things that your dad said. You might not think that, yeah, I can hear y'all say, Dad think you know everything. You don't know this, you don't know that. But yeah, you know, when you get a little older, even my mom, I used to say, oh, mama thinks she know everything. But when I got a little older, I got to say, hey, she said this and look what this has done for me. When you look back on the things that they said and try to do what is right, you'll see a big change in your life. You have a mother now that has to be a mother and a father.
Yeah.
And she has to do what is right for both of y'all and all of y'all. So keep your loving arms and love your mom. And I tell people all the time, you get one mom, you get one dad. You can get a stepmom, you can get a stepdad. But those are the things that we don't have to have.
Right.
But the best thing is you got God.
Yes.
And when you put God in your life and your kids' life, they might turn away for a minute, but they're gonna always come back to where it was. Because Christ is instilled. And that's what makes a family a family. It's when you put Christ at the head, and then you got your dad, and then you got your mom. But when your dad's not there, your mom's not there anymore, your mom or your dad has to take the place of 2 people. But always remember there's God right there for you. And anytime you feel bad, people always say, I gotta go somewhere and pray. How y'all know I'm not praying right now for y'all? I can do that. That's because I learned how to do that. Nobody has to tell me I need to go pray. But I talk to Keisha a lot too. You know, that's my bestie. And when she told me, I had to stop and pray because I don't know what goes on in your life, but I can pray that all y'all lives will be better. And it takes a little. If it was easy, I think everybody would be doing it. And believe me, I cried my tears for you. I did. Because it's not that it hurts y'all, but it hurts other people that loves y'all.
Yeah.
And I did. I told Keisha, I said, Keisha, I'm crying right now. But these are tears of joy because I know where he's at. Even I know where you're gonna go, Aaron. You have I don't know how to put. You have the nick and the knack. Let's say that for what's to come and what's gone and what's to come. And I know, and I seen you do work. I seen how you work. And it's the best thing ever. Y'all see I got my bingo gear on, so y'all know I'm a bingo fan.
Girl, I just went and got his bangle hat and put it over here. I was gonna wear it, and I said, "Don't wear it. It's not appropriate right now."
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
this is. But it's good to see you, and it's good to see you boys growing up.
It's Rivals Week. Got people to take down.
Put that with his Cincinnati Reds hat. It's still
Oh,
with Reds
see,
hat. But
see, I
Benita, thank you
know.
so much for
You are very welcome. I love you.
I love you too, Miss Benita.
And you know
I
what?
really
I had just told Keisha, I said, Keisha, 2025, let's go visit Aaron. I just told her that.
come on.
We coming to visit you.
Come on.
Hospitable. We always hospitable.
Yeah, we coming. We coming 2025 next year.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Y'all boys take care of my lady, okay?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't make
Bye,
me have
Miss
to give y'all 2 black eyes and a busted lip.
No. Let me tell you something. What Simon did do was he built his house with a strong foundation. So
Absolutely.
right,
That is
that's
so
one of the
cool.
reasons why I married him. And he's trained them in the way they should go. They won't depart from it, and they're gonna help
Absolutely.
train the little ones. Because I'm a mama. I ain't a mama and a daddy. I've never been a mama and a daddy. I ain't
Nope.
gonna try to do it now. Right?
You
But he
can't be
did
the daddy, but you
to
can
be
tell them
fathers.
what daddy said.
But he did. He instilled them to be husbands and fathers so they can help train the little one. He ran this house
Absolutely.
like military. Like really, we
I would
ran this
say-
like a
I would
military
say he
base.
instilled us to be.
Wow.
So I'm not
But
gonna
I'm
try to
glad they
drive it like
did.
I
Because
don't
they'll
drive
never
it.
turn their back. Never turn their back. They'll never,
They won't.
never, ever turn their
So
back.
I don't have to worry about that. That's Keisha messaging me right now, Miss Benita.
It is. I love y'all. Take care of her. God bless you.
Thank
And
you.
I will always have a prayer in my heart for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You
Bye,
are
Miss
very
Benita.
much welcome.
Love you.
Here we go.
Neil Carroll. Hello, brother. How are you
Hey,
today?
how y'all doing? Man,
Good.
I'm hanging in.
Okay.
I wanted to just first give my condolences, let you and the boys know that I truly love y'all. I truly loved your father to the boys. I truly loved your husband, Aaron. He was just 2 words just come to mind. Pete came on earlier and talked about it, how the community we were raised in, the heritage. I'm sure he's talked to you guys about it a lot. I'm sure y'all make jokes about it. I know y'all do, as a matter of fact. And it's just that community was about family. I wouldn't even want to say that, those are my friends that I hung out with. It wouldn't do it justice. So the 2 words that are just on my mind is family, because Gordon was family.
Yep.
I can remember, it's hard for me to think back and not remember when I would see him and John. I'll say Little John, but John Carroll, JC1, as I'm starting to call him now. I got to switch from Little John. Seeing them always together, coming home, coming downstairs, they be sitting down in the basement, cooling out, and we get to talking about sports, what we would do to each other on the court, because all those lessons that he gave y'all, yeah, I'm talking to the boys here, all those lessons that he gave y'all, the early lessons that he received was from us. To get him right, how he needed to move on the court. We need, so we put some early lessons on him so he could get greater and move stronger than we did. But he was just so the 2 things were on my mind was just family, because he was and is my family. He's still always with us, as long as somebody that remembers him or touches him has breath in their body. He'll always be with us, right? I think the brother that talked earlier before said that things might have transformed, but you guys are physicists as well as great chemists. No energy or cannot be destroyed. No matter can be destroyed. It only changes shape, right, or form. So we know that that is definitely the case. But he was so powerful, right? That's the other word that was in my mind and in my spirit today. He moved so powerfully. As a young, I mean, he was a, you know, I want to say kid, like Pete said, he was much younger than us, and I regarded him as a brother. I tried to protect him, just like I tried to protect Lil Jon, JC1. I made sure that they were okay. We all did it. That the guys that came before me, we were protective of each other. And there are certain people, when you protect them, you have to watch them and make sure they're okay. When I would watch Gordon, I knew how powerfully he moved. And I don't mean he walked around and was a bully or, you know, imposed on people that type of way, but he had
was a bully.
strength. I never saw that side.
I meant on the basketball court.
I played.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we
He was a bully on the basketball court.
That's correct. We taught that. That's part of it. That's you know, you get bullied till you become the bully when you get on that court. I was bullied on the court. I had to do a little bullying myself.
When he got to Lackland, you got to think he's a wiry. I met him when I was 19, but he's a wiry 18, 19-year-old playing with grown men, right? You talking master sergeant, senior master sergeant.
We told the story where he broke the master sergeant's nose,
and then he had to
pay
go.
for it.
Oh, so he broke a master sergeant. No, first he had to apologize. So he had to get up in the juice, go like report. It's a very formal thing. Apologize. It was a hot mess. He was a bully on the court. But that's because, like I said, he's wiry like Reggie at 18, 19, and he playing with 30, 40 years.
You gotta be like that, or you go get pushed out.
So you say that, but he also tell the story.
Right.
Not just you, not just Pete, not just Chuck Warren, but Damon Daniels was a bully on the court. So, you know, shout out to Damon. Love him really much, but that's funny that you brought that up. That's hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. He gets that bully spirit from us. You have to be a bully out on that court. I heard the boys in the back. If you're not a bully, you will be bullied. So that's just how it goes down. When you get in between the lines, you better push down. But he was such.
I'm skinny. I got no choice.
There you go. Got to hit first. If you're skinny, then I don't think you got it. You got to hit first. You got to push down. And no doubt. But yeah, he was just, man, he was so powerful, man. He moved so powerfully. And I don't mean, like I said, not going around slapping people or trying to impose, but it was a power in his spirit, the way he moved. He was joyful, right? He was always joyful and a joy to be around. And it was infectious. And that was powerful, right? Every time I saw him, it was joyful. Right? I could barely keep my cheeks down every time I saw him. When we started reconnecting and we were starting to get online and do our thing, and I was on a couple of the shows, and it's just everything would flash back to me. Then while we were on the show, I'm thinking about all the times at the fire station, talking to him and John and in the basement, talking sports, talking music. Oh, we talk hip hop. We just talk music constantly, and he was my younger brother, man. He you know, I always wanted to make sure that I had him if he needed me, and then to see as he developed, you know, as he went in and started his life, became a father and a husband. I didn't see him often, but then I started to see him more. And I was so incredibly proud of how he was moving, right? The way that he was moving in our neighborhood, it instills that service motive in us. Cause I'm looking at all of the people from our neighborhood that we grew up with. I mean, you know, we have all types of people in so many different areas, but it's always service, right? It's always trying to make things a little bit better than you found them. So I know that was embedded in his spirit, and he moved so powerfully. And I was so proud of how him and your family are moving, right? with the financial literacy, with homeschooling him. I'm an educator, right? So I'm an educator, and I'm committed to empowering my community, right, through education. And I just love how he also had that commitment to empower his community. And I think what inspires me about the way that your husband and your father moved was he took that to a global scale, right? He wanted his circle to be a global, wanted to build a global community. And that's powerful, right? Just reiterating what I'm saying. He moved so powerfully, and he was so convicted in his visions, the vision that he would have. And I've seen that with him. He had his mind made up, it got handled. So the way that he moved with that conviction, that power, just being such a brilliant young man, and just to see that on a daily basis, just how incredibly inspirational that is to everyone that came in contact with him, especially to look at somebody that you regard as a brother, and you felt like maybe I had a little piece in there. It was something that I might have put in there that has reflected back, and he's putting so much back and so much more. I'm receiving so much more from him than just those slight pieces that I put in or we put in. I love Gordon. And I think I just want to end with that. I'm so proud of him. He moved so powerfully, right? His spirit was so powerful. So I love him. I love what he was about. I love that he walked his talk, everything that he was about reflected in everything he did when it came to you, your family, and just how he moved, and how powerfully and convicted he was when he made a move. So I just wanted to get that out. I love y'all. I'm so appreciative, and I'm appreciative for the time that I did spend with him. I'm appreciative for the connections that we've put together. You know, that all of us, your sons, that we come to our families uniting. So I just wanted to hit that spirit of gratitude because I'm incredibly sad, right? I'm hurting. I'm going to be honest, I tried to get on earlier, but I had to hold on. Yeah, I had this I wasn't able to do it yet. But I'm in the spirit of gratitude. I'm so grateful, right, to just have known your father. I'm talking to y'all, to you young men, and to know your husband. And he moves so powerfully. I love him. And that's it. That's all I have.
Thank you, Neil. We love you. Bye, Uncle Neil.
Bye.
You didn't hear the first part of that.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm
We meet
good.
again.
I know.
At the right times in our life, we meet again. So I'm so happy to see you, sweetheart.
Oh, it's so good to see you too, Aaron. I just wanted to make sure I hopped on just to pay my respects, to you and the boys. My memories of Gordon, like I know the boys probably have never seen me or met me before. We went to high school together. Um, and what I recall about your father is that he was very determined, very driven for anything that he said that he was going to do. He was going to do it 100%. And it sounds like to me that you all have inherited his traits. He was a lover of family, very respectful to his mom and his dad, and so I also see that in all the reflections and videos and stuff that I watched online. And I just want to say that you have a loving mother, a devoted mother. Ever since the first time that I was able to engage and interact with you, your spirit was so tender, and just so loving and so kind. And so I'm grateful that to know that Gordon had that lifetime, to spend with you. And so I really pray for your strength. I pray that you will remember that love never dies, and that God is always present and always watching, and that you all have a legacy to continue so that in all the good things that you do in your life, your father will be elevated and present because of that. And so I just really, really wish that you would be comforted, live life, fully, give people
their flowers while you're here. And it looks like your dad received his flowers from you while he was here. And so bless you. Thank you for letting me come on and just pay respects. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much,
Thank you.
sweetheart.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much.
Bless
If
you.
you have any pictures, please send me if you have any, like old ones from school, scrapbooks, stuff
Okay.
like that. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you,
Actually, I
love.
do have some. I'll take some and send them to you.
Please send me. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
please.
sweetheart.
Okay, you're welcome. Take care, guys.
You too.
Bye.
So when they went to high school together,
Damon,
just high
I
school?
want you to talk. Yeah, just high school.
Okay.
No, she was in the military with us.
I meant like
Damon, you're gonna want to log off and utilize Chrome with the link. It doesn't allow you. I don't know if maybe you're on Safari, but I don't have a microphone for you in the room. So if you just log off, go on Chrome, use the link in Chrome. That way, I can have you speak next. So I'll give you some time to do that.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was tripping.
Hi, cousin.
You know, I was sitting here and I'm looking at the boys behind you, and I was thinking, you know, I have a son. I have a son and I have a grandson. And I can't think of a better compliment than your family. You know, I think that the two of you raised and continue to raise some incredible young men. And I think the way that your life has lived has proven to me that you give me a lot of hope. I mean, I look at these boys, and every time we get to speak and every time we get a chance to talk, you know, and I just text that you guys remind me of the word tribe.
Tribe Called Quest.
That was his
Because
vision,
yeah,
to build
Tribe
his own
Called Quest.
tribe.
Because as a group, you guys are like excellence, and you know, it's sad, but I am so grateful for how you guys live, how you care about each other, how you love each other, how you just show up. That you're an example. Even though they're younger than me, they're an example of how men should be. And even though you are young, you are very young, you're an example of how a wife should be. You're an example of how a leader should be. And I looked at you guys on Thursday when you did the call, and I looked at how seamlessly you guys just moved into the space because you've been doing it for so long. And I've been around hundreds of thousands of people because of what I do in my life. But you guys stand out. You're like jewels.
Thank you.
And you're great examples. And I just think that every time things happen, it just lets you reflect on how lucky you are to have jewels show up in your lives. And it makes sense that you guys do precious metals because you are precious. It makes sense that you bring value because you've worked so hard at becoming valuable that just being around you, you get something rubbed off. You know, I've never gotten off a call from you guys and not felt better. No matter what the conversation, because of who you are. And, you know, I think that even though you had called me and told me, it's now beginning to hit.
To sink in, I know. I had a rough night last night. Rough night.
Because I was able to handle it like all the way through.
Yeah. When it starts to be real.
Yeah, today it's real.
It becomes real.
I was so stressed out.
Just make it realer.
Before the start.
Last time made it realer.
But cousin, I have one person on. He's doing a balloon release for him. So
No,
I want
let
him
go
to
right
get to
ahead.
talk.
I just love you
Get to
guys.
the location.
Appreciate you guys. Okay.
Me too.
Tell
Thank
J
you.
Max
Bye.
I love her.
She's in the other room, but definitely.
Okay.
She's
I'm
on.
gonna call her later. Okay.
Yep, she's on
I'm gonna
live.
call her. I love you,
She's
J
on
Max.
Facebook Live. Okay. Love you guys.
All right. Love you too, cousin.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Damon, I'm gonna get to you, but let me get John Carroll because he's got to get to the location. Hi, John.
Hello, hello, hello. Peace and blessings
Did
to
you see the
everybody.
picture? I think you missed it. But I have a picture of you, and let me show it to you real quick because I don't know if you got to see it, y'all. But you know, I got like hard physical pictures.
hmm Yeah, I'm on we're on 2 different screens here. I'm in Neil's living room. So I'm trying to figure out which one. Here we go. I see. All right, this is actually where we at right here. Okay.
I don't know.
He canceled. Hit the PowerPoint back on.
Oh, it's off. That's why. Hold on. Real quick, John. I'm just gonna run back real quick. But I don't think John got to see the
You people
picture.
just sent me some pictures too. A couple high school classmates just sent
You
me
got
some pictures.
these? Oh, did they?
You were at
Okay.
you were at the reunion. You were at the excuse me, the class reunion with him. You were in
You
one of the
got
pictures.
from the class reunion when he was
Yep.
being Ronnie.
Yep.
Click on it.
I don't know. It's not letting me click on it now, and I'm not sure what. Hold on a second.
Yeah, but I got probably about a couple more minutes. I want to hurry, make sure everything is right. I'm gonna get there early.
Go ahead and say
have
your
everything
spiel.
set.
I'll send you the picture.
We'll be at Mount Healthy. Yeah, we'll be at Mount Healthy High School within the next 35 minutes. This is y'all stronger than me. This is rough. This is rough. I got so many great words to say about him, and it's just too deep right now, too hard for me to really come to grips and grasp everything and put it out there correctly. But your husband and you all's father was one of my closest friends ever in life. Man, he showed up before he went to the service. Dude made sure he came to every single one of my college games and was sitting right in the front row. What you gonna do, Carol? Hey, I didn't come here for nothing. Man, he was there, and he helped create and turn me into a superstar in college. The whole crowd be chanting Jigga. They had this nickname for me, and Gordon just embraced it. He loved it. He like, man, like I'm rolling with the real Jay-Z, man. And he used to try to get Jason Bailey. He used to bring Jason Bailey to everything. When we found Jason was getting sick and ill, he didn't believe it. He like, oh, nah, Jason's still our brother. Jason one of us. And then he finally started seeing it. It just got too bad where Jason could hang around. But Gordon always came up to date. Sometimes he'd spend the night. Sometimes he'd get back home. He had a great relationship with his parents, his mom and dad. They were very tight. I was lucky enough to be able to speak at his father's funeral. The Simon family means a lot to me. Sean, you got your first dunk after one of my college games. Y'all came to the game, you were like 2 years old. I lifted you up and you dunked the ball. That was at Miami Hamilton.
John Carroll. Look.
How many points?
Simon and Jason.
How many
Bill.
points was it? How many points was Reggie's? Was Reggie's high? Didn't he drop like 70 something?
60, 40.
How many?
Biggest game was when he dropped 60, and Simon posted that on Facebook.
All right, hey, it's a college somewhere that's gonna pay for everything. I gotta find a school for him to play. We were proud of that. Yep, that's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So anything I can do to help in any way, I'm one phone call away. Let me go ahead and make my way to Mount Healthy. This is wonderful what you all did.
Or are you gonna go live?
Yes, I'm gonna find some way to go live for you all. We'll be matter of fact, I'm about to make a post about it because I didn't tell people specifically. The school is big, but we'll be in the back behind the gym and near the football field, which is Death Valley, where we used to practice. The football field now is where we used to practice, and our parents worked countless hours at Boosters and helped raise the money to put the track in. And Gordon and I ran track in the first ever track meet at Mount Healthy High School. Yeah, we ran track together, played football together, we played basketball together. We played against each other in Little League.
Y'all ran track in the 60s?
That was him. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but we met. He used to come on my grandma's house all the time through Jason Bailey. Jason Bailey lived across the street, and Gordon saw me one day. And we knew each other from playing Little League sports, and my grandmother stayed there. But from that day on, and this was probably like 1988, 89. From that day on, we've been linked in and locked in for life, and it's gonna
John,
always be that way.
look, John, this is you, Simon, and Jason Bailey. And on Pippin.
Yeah, it's kind of dark, can't really see, but yeah, that's great. You're gonna have to send that to me, please. That's great. I got another one of Jason, Gordon, and I, and his niece is in there. This is at our graduation. I'm gonna have to find that, but we'll be in contact. You all take care.
Bye,
Find a way
John.
to.
Thank you so much for the balloon release. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Take care. Take care. All right.
You too.
Yeah, you got it.
All right,
All
we gotta
right.
get
Love
to
y'all.
Damon. Bye, John. Bye, Neil. Okay, I'm sorry, Damon. You're up. Hi, Damon. Damon, you there? Yeah, you got a microphone.
His camera's on too.
His camera isn't on though.
Yes, it is on.
This is black.
If it wasn't
Or it
on,
don't work. It wouldn't pop up.
if it wasn't on, it would just say be on.
I'm gonna leave it open, Damon, just in case you stepped away from your phone for a moment. Okay, I'm gonna give Damon a few more minutes, but we are coming to the close so that people like from high school can get over.
Oh, let me say something. TT, I see you said go Steelers. No, it's Who Dey Nation. Steelers gonna lose.
I'm still a big fan.
Eddie? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you?
Hi.
Are you speaking to me?
Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. Do you mean to be on the live?
Yeah. Me and Gordon played high school ball together, and I know,
Okay.
but
Okay. Well, the mic's open. You're free to say a few words if you like.
yeah. I mean, it had been a while since I spoke to Gordon. I know John Carroll. He had called Gordon on FaceTime while we was together, and I was able to speak to him probably about 4 or 5 months ago. So yeah, I enjoyed my time playing with Gordon. He was always good people. Always had positive energy. So definitely was blessed to have a time in his life. Definitely sorry to hear about everything that happened. So definitely prayers up to you and the family. But definitely is going to miss Gordon though. Definitely.
Thank you so much for chiming on and saying something. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all.
You have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all as well.
Sorry. Damon, you know Damon, Uncle Damon. Damon, are you there?
Try the other one.
Damon, are you there? I wonder why it's having so much trouble.
Are you on Chrome?
He's got to be using Chrome. He's got a microphone. Damon, do you want to maybe
leave and join back?
No, he did.
He did.
Give permission.
I'm not really sure
Yeah, no, we can do.
why it's not working. I don't know if maybe you need to restart your phone, or it looks like you're using Chrome, but I'm not sure as to why there's no audio.
Oh,
All
that
right,
one's working.
let's try this one, Damon.
This one working.
There's no microphone. There we go. Hi, Damon.
Hey, Aaron.
Say hi, Uncle Damon.
Hey, I can't hear. For some odd reason, I can't hear you. It's on
We
my
can
end.
hear- I
Oh,
can hear
can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay, good. As long as you can hear me, that's fine. Man, can I see the boys? I would love to see the boys.
Go, gotta sit in the middle. Huh? You always gotta let
I'm on the
best
phone.
middle.
Is that Reggie and Sean to the right? Reggie in the middle, Sean to the right?
Joey.
Okay. Well, Sean to Reggie's left. Where's the baby boy at?
Downstairs.
Yeah, he's downstairs.
Man, Man, you guys have gotten so big. God. As long as you can still hear me, then
Yeah.
I just wanted to share a few things about your father. Your father was actually like a little brother to me. I probably known Gordon, man, since he might have been like the third, fourth grade. And Gordon was like, man, I put it like this, man. Me and you probably have heard a little bit about Charlie. Charlie was like my best friend growing up. And as Gordon got a little bit older, he kind of ran with us. You know, he hang out with us a few times. But we used to tease Gordon and another guy named Eric, and we kind of rough him up a little bit. We put him in a headlock and make him say I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We was out on the basketball court, man. But so just that's the way we used to rough little Gordo up. But while we used to rough him up, it was when I say it was nothing but love. Your father was truly like my little brother. If it was ever a situation where he needed something, we were always there for him. There was never a doubt. There was never a question in mind. Growing up, like I said, we used to, I caught part of Neil sharing this earlier, how close our neighborhood was. In fact, our neighborhood was extremely close. In fact, I was just visiting my parents, not too long ago, and I pointed out, this was prior to Gordon passing, but I pointed out your grandparents' house, and where they live, and I would, explain it to them like, hey, this is where Gordon lived, and she was like, oh, Gordon? She's like, that's the one that lives in Mexico. So I was like, yeah. And man, your grandmother was like a mom to me. So your grandma, she didn't mess around. Like, let me tell you something. One time me and Gordon even got into it, and she checked me. Like, she got in my tail because she said, Damon, Gordon, you like a big brother to Gordon, and she was like, I expect that of you. And she really lit into me because I was, and there wasn't no avoiding her. We lived in the same neighborhood. It ain't like I wouldn't go over to Gordon's house if he wanted to go out with us or something like that. Or even that, she worked at Kroger, grocery store up the street for years. She worked there for years. So it wasn't like if I didn't go up there, I wouldn't see her. And there was no, then there wasn't no avoiding, it was like, hey, I'm going up to her and I'm saying, hey, how you doing, Miss Simon? And give her a hug. That's the way it worked, I'm sure he's instilled that to you, is, Mr. and Mrs. and just being respectful and things like that. I know he has. But man, your father was, like I said, he was an amazing person, amazing athlete. You probably got a little taste of it as he got older. I'm sure he wasn't the same, but following at least his high school years, I can tell you in high school, Gordon was good. Gordon was real good. I put it like this: by the time he had his first year, he got his first year of college under his belt, and he was playing at Mount St. Joe. Gordon actually became like Gordon was giving me the business. And I was like, man, so, the student has surpassed his teacher. But so I know he's passed a lot on, to Sean and Reggie and, I'm sure he taught you guys a lot about hoop. And, some of the things that I remember, man, I remember when he came home from the service and he wanted me to meet Aaron, and he met, and then he's like, man, I got a son too. This was before Reggie. Reggie and the babies. This Sean was little, man. Sean was a baby. He wasn't no older than 5. Like, he definitely wasn't older than 5. He was little. And I'm like, man, it was wild because like for Sean, I'm always calling him Little Gordo. Like, he's Little Gordon. And he'll always be Lil Gordon. So you'll never escape that name. In fact, all of y'all be Lil Gordon. But man, I wanted to share, man, your father was an amazing, not only just an amazing athlete, but he was an amazing person. He was, loyal, honest, operated with integrity, and I know he instilled that in you guys. And I know because I know the type of home and the type of parents that he came from, with Mr. and Mrs. Simon. I wasn't too close to his older sister, but I know, he has his older sister, but, she was a little bit older than us. But I know, Gordon, like I said, Gordon was like my little brother. And we, from the time he's little, we rough him up, man, until he got to be older, and he's bigger than me, but man, I loved your father, man. That's like I said, man, I loved him. He's like my own brother, who's 3 years younger than me. I think Gordon was 3 years younger than me. So, that was my man. And like I said, I know he's left. Each and every single one of you has a part of him in you. And he'll always, he's gonna always be with you in spirit. Right now, I can only imagine right now he's just kind of looking down and smiling, but also I'm sure he's up there cracking jokes with Charlie. That was kind of like our other partner that we ran with, man. But I just kind of wanted to get on here, man, and share a few words with you. I kind of wish I could hear your voices because unfortunately I can't hear anything, man. My Wi-Fi, I guess, is just terrible or something. Something's going on. But but I just want you guys to know, man, hey, love you guys, man. I love your mom. I loved your father, man. You guys are such a beautiful and amazing family, and Reggie, I want to, man, hopefully I'll get to see maybe like a stream or something of one of your games. I want to, because he's told me about your game. He told me you got game. So I'm taking it, that you were the one, you now giving, I'm sure you now giving Sean the business. So if that's the case, man, I gotta see your game. I gotta see one of your games on live because he told me you out there dropping dimes. So I gotta see it. Well, man, I'm not gonna keep you guys. I'm not gonna stay long. I'm sure there's others that's looking to follow and connect. I'm not sure if Mom's in the picture, if Aaron is in the picture or anything. I can't see, and I know you guys can't hear me. I'm gonna try to reconnect on Facebook. So because for a minute I could actually hear there. So. But anyway, man, I love you guys. I'm definitely going to be in touch with you. I'll definitely be connected. I want to, kind of at least get to know, while I haven't gotten to know you since you've been there, I definitely want to get to know you now that you are, you guys are growing young men, and I want to definitely have a relationship with you because you've always got family back here in Cincinnati that you can come visit. You can come stay if you, not that you're looking to move, but, get out, move out of Mexico or anything like that. But you always got family here. So I want you to know that. You always got family. So, again, I love you guys. And I certainly want to be in touch, with you all. Okay? All right. Love you.
Okay. Love you. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who came on. We're going to conclude the celebration of his life so that those in Cincinnati can get to his balloon release at the location that John Carroll had mentioned. I could not remember the name of the man's college. It's Mount St. Joseph. So shout out to Neil for reminding me.
He told me, and I believe him. He said he could have went to Cincinnati, but they didn't have no offers left.
Yeah,
he could have won that year when came on.
He could have walked on to UC, but
he said he gave out the last scholarship.
So he was worried about it. But it's Mount St. Joseph. I can remember the name of his college. Shame on Mom. I'm having a rough 2 weeks.
Couple last things.
Go ahead.
Mixtape coming soon? No, it's not. It's gonna be better than Aaron Gordon's. That's the bet.
Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And